So I also wanted to start creating a scenario. By the way, here, we launched the scenario. It took almost 3 minutes and it was completed successfully. And what's very interesting, look here, we have green leaves a little bit everywhere on all the modules. This means that it confirms that all the modules were executed correctly. And I would like, before launching our own experiment, to try to refresh the pages a little here to see if the new video has just been displayed. In fact, this is a video that I just created with the IAE by launching a prompt. And now I'm just going to check the different networks to see if it added it correctly or not. And there you go. So now, if I refresh the pages a little, there you go, it's everywhere. And that's very, very interesting. And I actually like that the system works perfectly in an autonomous way. And that's very, very interesting. By the way, here on the page, it's like this. So now it has also just been posted on TikTok, Pinterest, too. So we also have it on Bolt, Blue Sky, and Pinterest. Today, their support does not allow adding a video. It only allowed adding an image, so there's room for improvement. This involves taking an image from the video. And now if I refresh Facebook, we should find the video there. And if I use the LinkedIn account a little, what about that? It's also a test account which was created just for training purposes. And there you go, it has just been added. And that's what's very interesting. So what we're going to do, since I know it takes time for creation and distribution, is that I'm going to do this here so we can really see and understand the data flow. We'll switch to this mode. And now what I'm going to do is actually deactivate the active mode so I can switch to the mode. Test. You will see that here, the test mode is that when I launch a command, you will see it circulating here. And we will be able to follow the progress of the entire network and all the traffic. Very well, okay. So how am I going to do it? I launch here, look there, the test mode. If I launch the test mode, you will see that I have set it up here. What we call a trigger mechanism. What is the trigger? The trigger here, I simply tell it, if I send a message on Telegram, so there, in my Telegram, I created a bot. If I talk to this bot, I tell it, listen, I want you to create a video about this and that. It will launch to the entire system. So as a result, my entire flow, every time I have an idea, I write it here on Instagram. And after a few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, I have the system that will simply set everything up. The entire mechanism of the Zeed. So let's test it. So what I did, in fact, is I made a list here actually of videos, rather some nice suggestions, but of course afterwards you can change them. I made a small protocol where I say I always want to start with the word generate a video. That is to say, afterwards you create in French, in English, in Italian as you wish. But at the beginning, I actually need to start with the word generate video. So I give my idea. Then I put comma. And right after the comma, I put a little bit of what I want to be written on that video. So as a result, we're going to take this at random. I haven't tested it, so we're going to copy it here. We're going to return to my system. Look here, I'm on Telegram, either on my phone or on PC, as I wish. And here I'm going to do a simple paste and launch it. As soon as I launch it, you'll see, there you go, the system has been triggered. And so here, we're going to leave it here or there. And we're going to understand together how the information circulates. As soon as I launch it, it will format the text. As we said, there is information on the video, there is information on the caption, the text that will be written. Here, I call upon an AI agent, which will communicate with OpenAI, of course. It has a whole prompt here, which will tell it, there you go, write me a script for the video. Once that's done, we will call upon, in reality, this website here, which is called Clean AI. So, of course, in the documentation, there you go, scroll down a little here. In any case, there are the steps to install Telegram, YouTube. And here, if I scroll down a little, there you go, even OpenAI, in fact, you will find the print that I use. And there you go, so here you will find this site. So this site, in fact, is a special site. There you go. That can create everything related to AI videos for you. But to connect and communicate with this site, there is the possibility that I use here, in fact, its own API. But I preferred, in fact, to use another API, which is much simpler, easier, and it doesn't cost much. This one, in fact, is API. This site simply allows me, you need to create an account here. It allows you, of course, to create your API. This site, in fact, allows you to communicate with this site quite simply. And so that's why in my workflow here, I actually initiate the request for it to write the video for me according to the recommendation I created on Telegram. And according to the script written by ChatGPT, here I let it wait a little bit. Exactly 7 minutes, I said. Why? Because I wait for this video to finish being created, because sometimes you might request a video that is complex, long, that requires resources and all. So I let my system wait a little bit. Why? Because as soon as it finishes, I will retrieve the video. Quite simply, we will capture, download, let's say in quotes, the video. I need to have my video. What do I need to do? I will actually need to create the voice for someone to read, to speak about this video. So this is a very, very important part. We need to talk about this video. I call upon OpenAI, of course, and there with the TTS model, it will simply read the video with a voice that is suited to the context, whether it's a woman or a man. In any case, I can specify this information or leave it automatic. Then I will host them. Actually, on Cloudinary, because the video needs to be hosted, it's the Duo actually. To be able to view it with the video, I must first save it. This is free. In fact, on Cloudinary, they give you up to 1 GB, I think, of space, so it's great, it's free. Then I can put it on Google Drive, but I prefer this one because it's open. Source, it's simple, and there you go. Even though there are paid packages, I just chose the free option. Then I merge here, I watch the site, so the audio with the video, and there I use a website called JSON to Video. It gives me this option. So it's true that this one, for example, it's the site that is not free, but I can use the free version. But the trade-off is that it will display a small logo on my video. For me, it doesn't bother me since I'm testing. But then if you want to have a clean video with your own logo, or not to put any logo, of course, there you can choose a package, which is also not expensive. The site is called JSON to Video. You will actually find all the details in the documentation. Here, where I show you, of course, this is Cloudinary, and here, in fact, to create the account, JSON Video. Okay, so once I have merged. Here is the video with the Duo. The result, what is the result? I will download a video that contains audio. That's beautiful. What is missing in my video? The caption is missing. I would like to have a video with captions. So for that, I will simply do a call always to the same website, so JSON to Video. This one, in fact, it will write itself, the one that will take care of. It will write text, translate the text that has just been read, and put it on this video. And send me back a complete, well-made video that contains the final result. What happens next? Attention, I need a description and a title for this video because I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I actually need to make a description for TikTok, Instagram, and everything. So where do I save all this data? On a Google Sheet file. That's simply it. I obviously want to. Subsequently, receive a message about the video on Telegram. And also receive the video, the text that was written, also on Telegram. That means there, Telegram, actually, as you will see, so there, I'm going to put this back here. Look, so we're going to increase the size if I can. No, okay. Here, on Telegram, look, when I launch my request here, so there, for example, it's my request, okay, it sends me back a message with the video, and it also gives me, in fact, there you go, the description and even the link, if I want to have it, the link. And that's how I would like Telegram to respond to me. Okay? This file, I would like to show it to you. Here is the file. Each time, look, for example, here. This is the last print of the link I put. So it gives me the description. And here it gives me the video link. By the way, I can click to watch it. So here I'm listening to the sound, but I have it muted. But this, it's beautiful. It's just a shot that placed this lion there, which is going off to hunt. And that's it. And there, the logo I mentioned to you, but afterwards you can remove it. To test, you can keep it, but afterwards you can remove it. And so, as a result, this is my outcome. So now I'm waiting for it to add, of course, a new line. Number 5, it's going to be a new line. We look at where it has arrived, where. So here, I think it's still in waiting mode. In waiting mode, I set the maximum to 7 minutes. But afterwards, if it's for 10-second videos, you can reduce that to 5 minutes, 4 minutes. But I always leave a margin to be sure it won't retrieve a file that is still running, to avoid damaged files. Okay, so look, we've reached the 4th step, which is to save everything. The 5th step is the most interesting one. It's in this step that I will send everything and actually post it on the 9 networks. And be careful, to be able to do this, I simply use the website that I will also put in the description for you. It is not very well known, but it's a very efficient site that allows unlimited use of an API. It's quite important. The number of posts you can actually make is not limited. You can even make 500 per day. That's what I liked about this system. And it can send directly to all those networks. It also gives me a management interface and also a free account. If you want to test it, you have the option to use the free account. Here is the website. Actually, it's called Bulotaito. I will put the link directly in the description. And there you go. Every time I create something, it gives me the progress. If there's a small problem, of course, I can see it here. And it can actually give me both inspirations and ideas. That's very interesting. It's like competitive intelligence being conducted worldwide to give me news and actually provide me with information or posts that are trending. But what is very important for me actually is this. It's the calendar. Because all the creations I can make, I'm not obliged to post them immediately. I actually have the possibility to schedule them in a way with specific dates and everything. And if I click here on sitting, so this is the sitting section, it gave me the full capability to connect Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, Blue Sky, YouTube. And each time I tried to create accounts quickly. These are just test accounts so that I could simply retrieve the IDs. Each time I point to an ID, it will simply dispatch. You will see that even on Facebook, I can create multiple pages. It's very interesting. The same goes for LinkedIn. I can set up pages and the same for YouTube. And that's what makes it strong. I just received the Telegram. That's very good. So here he tells me that he just worked on the video. Well, I like to watch the video. Let's watch it together. So this is the video. So here, it's a video he made with hedges, with a drone here moving, with a little message that swings. So this, of course, while responding to a specific print that we launched. And what I see here, from what I'm observing, he was able to publish a little bit everywhere. I see that here he took a small break from YouTube, but we'll verify it. We'll check it. So for me, after 5 minutes, he made this publication. He created this. We'll look at the VGXL, the same thing. So he just sent me the PERT result. And we'll try to see a little bit directly on the website, on this site. If I go into the post publications, I'll take a look. So there, for example, here, I see that he posted directly on Instagram. So there, on Instagram, the post. By the way, if I go to Instagram, we'll refresh Instagram. So there, Instagram, it just happened. But if I look here, it's as if when it reached Instagram, it stopped. It didn't move to the next step. And on the contrary, actually, I'll leave this to show you a little bit how I do it here. I will read through my script and understand why I might have had this incident. And it's very, very important to show you how to set it up so that the system can actually connect. Because once we've made the connection, well, listen, afterwards, it will be very, very simple. In fact, the follow-up. Okay, so here, we're simply going to try to understand that actually why it got stuck here. So it's very simple. I will click, in fact, either I click on the execution to see how it actually goes. Or I can go right here, look, I'll click open and then we'll see the message a little bit. So the message simply tells me in the parameters. So there is actually some information that is not correct. And as a result, the file, in fact, the JSON is not correct. So generally for this kind of error, you just need to click to see how the information flows. So here I'm going to click there to see when the artificial intelligence filled in this information, for example, the title, the text, the URL. I need to go check to see if it works well or not. So if I look here at the URL, it is correct. In fact, we tested it. As for the text, this one is correct. But if I look there, you will see that it added 2 quotation marks here. And that is bothersome. In fact, the JSON code. So what I'm going to do is, well, it's a particular case, let's say, where ChatGPT, when it actually created the title, wanted to add that. So what I'm going to do then By the way, if I look here on my audio file here, Excel, so you will see that here it was exceptionally added in this way. And that actually causes the problem. So what I'm going to do, I will simply go ahead and actually update this information. So consequently, we will go to our file here and I will return to where the title will be created. Then you will see that here we will simply check a note that we don't want in the title. So here, in fact, is where we will create the title. There you go. It's there, actually. It's there. In fact, we created the title to look here at the title level. We have already added here, in fact, the note that I don't actually want the title to be used. In fact, this character here. And thanks to this note, what will happen? The system will no longer, in fact, write a title with the double quotes. And so, as a result, if I restart it a second time now, the Lottie will actually take this remark into consideration, and it will no longer work with titles with quotes because at the code level, actually with JSON, these quotes will just cause issues. So it's very important for me, even if we are doing a live broadcast, a direct demonstration, I would like to keep this kind of situation to show you the importance. When we read a stream and understand how it works, this is how it is. In fact, how we can debug it, how we can adapt it and implement it. If we simply copy the internet workflow and try to run it by connecting the APIs, it won't work if we don't understand the errors and the flow of information. So what I'm going to do now is simply launch it a second time with Nouveau Prompt and see how the flow of information will continue and how it will add this data and these pieces of information directly. In fact, on my social networks,